Nambucca remains on top of the Group 2 Rugby League ladder after smashing the Orara Valley Axemen in their round 9 encounter. In other matches, Sawtell beat Macleay, the Seahorses down Port Macquarie, and the Comets came out ahead in the rain-soaked battle with the Sea Eagles.
From the first fumble, it was obvious the wet weather would be a player in the match between the Coffs Comets and Maxwell Sea Eagles. Despite the conditions, David Pickvance managed to run onto a short ball and over the line to put the Sea Eagles on the scoreboard. The Comets soon replied with Nathan Curry offloading to Scott Street, who crossed for a 4-pointer, followed shortly after by Ryan Hall. Coffs edged further ahead in the second half with slippery defence allowing for another Curry-Street combination. Maxwell tried to fight back, but it was a consolation try as the Comets surged toward a 16-point win. Coach Steve Gooley clearly pleased with his team's performance.
Conditions were very, very sloppy and soapy and wet, but look, the score's probably not a bad score considering the conditions.
Camilla Campbell, NBN News.
To the ladder, and after 9 rounds, the Roosters are still well clear of their nearest rival, Woolgoolga. Reigning premiers, the Sawtell Panthers, are third, while the Axemen are languishing winless at the bottom of the table. They're only points from a bye. Camden Haven's push to be included on the State Veterans Golf Circuit has been successful. To test the waters, the local club is hosting a 2-day tournament at Kew before launching into a full week of golf next year.
It was a bit soggy underfoot, but the beaming sun more than made up for that as 168 players teed off in the Camden Haven Golf Club's inaugural Veterans Tournament. The single Stableford event is a bit of a trial run for a much larger tournament just secured for next year. The small club has been given the go-ahead by the New South Wales Veterans Golf Association to conduct its own Week of Golf event in 2013.
At least we can let our people know that are attending the 2-day event that will come back next year. So it's really a boost to us too.
The challenging course is also expected to be a draw card.
The course is improving all the time. We're supposed to be one of the hardest courses in the area, so people looking for a bit of a challenge can always come up here and play.
The golfing action continues tomorrow. Lynn Laleen, NBN News.
To State League basketball, and the inclusion of American import Morris Williams has added strength to the Port Macquarie Dolphins playing roster, but it wasn't quite enough on the weekend. The Dolphins went down to a red-hot Tamworth Thunderbolts side by 5 points.
The Thunderbolts had the home court advantage and a run of recent wins under their belt. But the Port Dolphins had a new secret weapon, and they unleashed him on the weekend. Maurice Williams, who goes by the name Mo, showed why he'll be a force for the Dolphins. Despite only arriving in the country days earlier, Williams became increasingly at home on the court as he made sense of the very different style of play.
The big guys here play big. They're going to body you down low. Back home, the big guys like to step out and stay outside and shoot. Big difference to me would have to be the ball, since I play point guard, the feel for it.
While the Dolphins got away to a promising start, they just couldn't shake the in-form Thunderbolts. A few key shots by Williams and the ever-consistent Dave Watts kept the Dolphins in the game. But once the Thunderbolts got to the free throw line, they managed to give themselves enough of a buffer to take the match. Lynn Laleen, NBN News.